I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. I don't know your name. I don't know where you're from. I don't know how old you are. I don't know how tall you are, how much you weigh. But I do know one thing, and that's why you should listen to me. That's why you should take my advice. And that one thing is that I know deep down, ingrained in the back of your head, you have like this crazy vision of this person that you want to be. And you might not think about it all the time, but sometimes when you're really laying in bed deep at night and you're just really thinking to yourself about what you want your future to look like, I know you have a crystal clear image of that dream life. Maybe you're super physically fit, maybe you're like insanely rich, maybe you have like a loving wife, a loving family, maybe you just have everything you've ever wanted, right? You have that vision in your head. Now, what I also know is that that vision is currently not your reality. Let's be real, you're not living that life. So what you need to understand is there is something that is a bridge between the reality you live in now and that desired life. And it's a simple concept, and it's the concept that has completely changed my life. The reason I say that this video found you and you didn't find this video is because this is exactly what you've been looking for. You've been looking for a way to make a change, and you've been looking for a sign that you need to fix something or something you can do to chase your dream reality, but you haven't been doing it. You haven't been taking those steps. You can watch a million motivational videos, you could watch every motivational video in the world, but if you're not actually doing anything with that, then it's just fucking porn. It's useless to you. It's literally just getting off at the fact that you want to be successful. So that's what you need to stop doing first and foremost. Motivational content is bullshit. You don't need to be fucking motivated. You just need to go do it. And now, what I need you to understand is that the bridge between the person you are now and the person that you want to be comes with the habits and actions you take on a daily basis. Now, what does that mean? Let me explain. I'm going to take you guys back in time and explain who exactly I was, because you probably have no fucking clue who I am. I'm just some dumbass kid screaming at you in his car, but you're listening, aren't you? So, I never had any sort of discipline. I was that kid who was pretty skinny and then put on some fat, and then I was what we call skinny fat. I was playing video games 10 hours a day, and genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I hated my physique. I hated how I looked. There was nothing to fucking like. I mean, I didn't have any muscle. I couldn't even bench the fucking bar. I still had fat on somehow, even though I couldn't bench the fucking bar. Explain that one to me. And because of this, I just felt uncomfortable in my own skin. I felt like when I would wear a shirt, it would just fit weird, and I'd have to like really cinch my belt and tuck in my stomach. Otherwise, I would just feel upset. I felt like when I'd go to the beach, I couldn't take my shirt off because all these other kids had six packs and I had some fucking flabs. I had a 6-pack of Krispy Kreme donuts, and I didn't want people to see that because I was genuinely embarrassed of the way I looked. I remember too, when I would go out to dinner, when I would go out with my friends, I would literally just like beg them not to purchase certain things in the menu if we were splitting the check because I could not afford to pay it because I was dead broke. And I hated all of these things about myself. I hated my physical appearance. I hated that I couldn't like perform well in the gym, and I hated pretty much who I was. But in my head, in the back of my head, I had this crystal clear image of jacked Brandon who was competing in bodybuilding. And I had this dream to compete in bodybuilding, even though I had never fucking touched a weight or a diet in my life. And still, I had this dream of owning a successful business. I had this dream of just being all of these things. And deep down, I didn't believe that I could become it. I told myself that was who I'd be, and I'm sure you tell yourself you're gonna be this successful ass person. You tell yourself it all the time. But the problem is, you don't take the actions to become that person. You might tell yourself that you want to be better. You might tell yourself that you deserve this reality, but you don't deserve it unless your actions correlate with it. Now let me explain. When I was in this situation, I stayed in a plateau for years. I felt like I wasn't making any physical progress, and I felt like even though I had started going to the gym at this point, I had started following a little bit of a diet, I wasn't making that much progress, and I wasn't becoming the person that I wanted to be. And that is because my habits did not correlate with that person. That dream person of you, that dream version of you, who's maybe driving a Lamborghini, maybe has a crazy six-pack, looks incredible, that dream version of you, do you think that they scroll on TikTok for 6 hours a day? Do you think that they eat junk food all day? Do you think that they skip the gym? Do you think that they half-ass their day? No. They give everything into all of their days. If you want to become that person, you have to take the actions that that person is going to take. So that is the conclusion I finally came to, and that's what I started doing. I might not have looked good at the time, but I knew that the Brandon I am now, the Brandon I am today, well, a year ago, thinking about in advance, right? I know that's confusing, fuck. But I remember thinking about who I wanted to be, and I realized that that person would go to the gym every day at 5 a.m. Every single day, he'd go to the gym to either lift or do his cardio. So what did I start doing? Going to the gym every single fucking morning at 5 a.m. Grinding my ass off every single day at 5 a.m. Why? Because the person that I wanted to be would do that. I knew that the person that I wanted to be would own a successful business, right? So what did I do? I worked 10-hour days to start the business up. I put myself in debt to start the business up. I changed literally my entire routine and worked 24/7 while in college to start the business and scale it to over 50 successful clients. And I did this all with the realization and the understanding that in order to become that version of myself, I had to take the actions that person would take. Now I still work those 10-hour days because back then I knew this is what I would be doing. I knew I would have to work 10-hour days to succeed on my business. I knew that if I wanted my fitness clients to get the most insane results, I would have to absolutely grind. I would have to absolutely grind and give the best client fulfillment there is in the game. And that's exactly what I do. And I know now if I want to scale my business further, I want to get better client results, I want to be an even better coach, I've got to keep putting in those 10-hour days because the Brandon 1 year from now that you guys will see in 1 year will be doing the exact same fucking thing. The actions you need to take are the actions that correlate with the person that you want to become. So if you're sitting there and you feel like you're kind of lazy, you feel like you're not really motivated, I want you to go back to that vision that I know you fucking have, because I know you have that vision deep down of who exactly you want to be. I know you have that specific person that you just dream of becoming. I know it's in your fucking head because it was always in my head. I wanted to be this person so fucking bad, and I know you have that in your head. Think of that person and genuinely sit there and write everything out. Write what the fuck would that person do? What would I do if I had my dream life? What would I do if I had the body of my dreams? What would I do if I had a perfect mindset? Oh, I'd probably wake up at 5 a.m. and journal and then go to the gym. Then fucking do that. Then go do it. It's all about taking those steps, because until your actions correlate with the person you want to be, you'll never fucking become that person. I promise you. I tried it. It didn't work. I tried going to the gym on occasion and then scrolling TikTok 8 hours a day. I promise you I wasn't successful. I didn't look that good. I didn't have a good mindset. I didn't have anything fucking going for me. But at the same time, once I started taking those actions, even mentally, I just felt like I was already there. See, when you do the actions and you perform the tasks that you associate with that dream person, you start to feel like them whenever you aren't even them yet. When I had been lifting for 2 years, taking it serious, I was in no means like the craziest physique in the world, but I literally just had this dream of being a bodybuilder, and I was doing the actions every day of a bodybuilder. And sure enough, winning my bodybuilding show felt the exact same as it did showing up at the gym every single day, envisioning it and taking those actions. That is real manifestation. That is true manifestation. Manifestation isn't, oh, like I really hope this girl comes into my life, or I really hope I get jacked. No, real manifestation is taking the actions you need to take to become that person. Real manifestation is envisioning what you need to do to become that person, not just who that person is, because you can sit there and daydream all fucking day about the dream person you want to be, about the life you want to live, and if you don't take the actions towards it, you will never become that fucking person. You can try it, I promise you can manifest all you want. Nothing is going to come to you without action. Nothing is going to come to you without sacrifice. I don't care how old you are, I don't care how young you are, I don't care how fat you are, I don't care how skinny you are, I don't care what your situation is. If you want to become that person and you want to change your life, then your actions need to correlate with the person that you want to be, plain and simple. You need to structure out those actions and structure out who you want to be. So what I want you to do right the fuck now is I want you to take out a notebook after this video so that I get the watch time. Take out a notebook, write down exactly who you want to be, because I know it's in your fucking head, and write all of the actions it's going to take to become that fucking person. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, because you've seen it happen to me, you've literally watched it happen to me, if you perform those actions every single fucking day and you try to the best of your ability to become that person by doing the actions you need to do, you will not fucking lose. You will not fucking lose. I promise you that. And if I understand that sounds like a crazy claim, it sounds like a bold claim, but I promise you, the life you want to live, the life that you desire, is behind that smokescreen of all the choices that you're refusing to make right now. So if you want to keep living the life that you live at this point in time, that's completely fine. No one's going to stop you from doing that. But if you want to actually level up your life, you want to actually get that body, you want to actually get that business, whatever it is that you want, then go fucking get it and take the actions that you know are necessary to do it. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. I know there's only 200 or something of you on this channel, but you guys wake me up every day to scream at you in my car, and I genuinely appreciate it. If you are interested in joining the team, obviously, if you guys don't know what I do, I'm an online fitness coach, and I work with an allotted amount of people at a time. I have a few spots open right now, but if you guys are interested in learning more about that, you can literally just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I respond to every single DM, even though I have 27,000 followers, and I'll never change that. Along with that too, if you'd like to book a free call with me, the link for that is in my bio. But genuinely, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate everything you do supporting me. Peace out. I hope this one was helpful.